Welcome to Good Morning Guyana. From the latest in news and current affairs to inspiring stories from our communities. Expect engaging discussions on trending topics, exciting interviews with local celebrities, delicious recipes from our kitchens, and much, much more. So let's come together to celebrate all that makes our nation so special. Every morning is an opportunity to shine bright. Good morning, Guyana.
Good morning, and welcome back to another edition of the Good Morning Guyana Show. You're probably wondering, Donna, what are we discussing here? What are we talking about today? We're always in, grabbing our coffee, settling in. What are we discussing today? Trust me, guys, this one is even more exciting. Well, to me, it's exciting. And I know to you guys it'll be exciting too. As you can see, he's here in studio with us today. But wait, I'm not going to introduce him yet. Let's take a quick break for our inspirational quote of the day, and we'll be right back.
Believe success is achieved by ordinary people with extraordinary determination. This inspirational quote is by Zig Ziglar.
Welcome back. As I mentioned before, I'm so excited for our guest today. He's been an academic powerhouse since primary school, topping his grade 6 exam and later excelling in CSEC and K. He is Arthur Roberts. Good morning and welcome to the Good Morning Guyana Show.
Good morning, thank you. Good morning, Anna.
How are you feeling this morning?
I am ecstatic. I know the results will release on Friday, but the cooldown is taking a little longer than I expected.
So let's begin this interview by telling us who you are. Who is Arthur Roberts?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Arthur Roberts, and just recently I finished my second year case exams where I got 9 grade 1s and 4 grade 2s, which puts me was one of the top performers of our country. And I am not only excited, but I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be here, to be around these new houses and talk about my experience both on these state examinations, but the journey towards these state examinations and all of the other examinations I've been able to write.
All right, so tell us about your childhood.
Yes, my childhood was amazing. I think that's the one word for summary, but I spent my childhood around the majority of my family members, but primarily my cousins, so I always had company. But it was also extremely educational, I would say, because of the school I was attending. Because at that time, through both nursery and primary school, I attended New Man School. It was a great foundation for my education. It has taught me things that I still apply to my life from this point, and I think I'll just continue to apply them as I continue my not only education but as I venture into my career.
What is one thing you remember growing up? Like, as one special thing.
One special thing I remember going on. I think I would have to point to, as you mentioned, being one of the top performers in the National Grade 6 assessment, but not simply being there at the ceremony and receiving my results, because as special as that was, even more special than that was returning to school the afternoon and being surrounded by a crowd of my peers as they were shouting and jumping and gallivanting from the excitement of my results, and not only their results, but my results. And it's a moment I keep very close to my heart. That's the majority of my friends from that time.
From grade 6?
Yeah, from grade 6. Yeah.
Wow. Do you guys go to the same school? You just keep.
A few of us do, but I try my best to keep in contact with as many of them as I can. Not simply because we were there at that point in time, but because of the. I think it may have been just because of that one moment. The sentiments I felt and the way that I was received when I came back with my results was something that I always will remember.
It's really something special,
Yeah,
yeah?
definitely.
So, when you heard your grade 6 exam, I don't know if you can remember, but were you expecting that?
No, I definitely wasn't. I think the moment that we got the news, I was walking with my parents and we were at Answers building and we walked in and someone from the media houses walked in and said, "Good morning, Mr. Number Two." And I was very confused because we had no idea beforehand. We got in the call the evening before and we had no idea the results before. But by that point, it was just excitement. We just went running.
Would you say, God would have guided you through that?
Most definitely, even not only the foundation of my family, but even the foundation of my school, God was always the central part of it. He was the first part. as we have learned to put in personal things to come after. And since that point, even from before on, even after all, I think I'll continue doing that because he's truly brought me through a lot of things, and I'm sure he will carry me through so much more.
Mm. And can you share a bit about your family?
So yes, currently I live with my mother, my little sister, my grandmother, my uncle. But while I was growing up, that family structure was much more wider with all uncles and cousins and other family members included as well.
And you're the how many siblings are there?
This is just my sister. Yeah,
You're the eldest.
yeah, yeah.
And do you feel that you've been putting a pressure or you put a pressure on your younger sister being the top throughout your school life from grade six to CSEC to K?
I think there's a natural pressure that may come from it when she starts thinking about it, but based on the relationship that we have and the attitudes that we portray to each other, I'm fairly sure that whether or not she feels the pressure, she's going to be able to handle whatever she needs to handle.
What advice would you give them?
So what advice would I give to her? Advice is to know a time and place for everything. I know at times we can get extremely excited about certain things, especially as we're moving into a society that is completely absorbed by media and technology. But we have to understand when we have certain desires and we want certain things, we have to apply discipline to get or to achieve our goals and to get what we want. And I'm pretty sure that she'll be able to accomplish whatever she desires.
I love that. And can you walk us through your academic journey, starting from grade six to now?
Academic journey. Well, after getting those results, I signed up or I registered for school at Queen's College. And since then, I spent the last 7 years both writing CSEC and first year PhD at Queen's College. That journey has been assisted not only again by my family, but as I entered Queen's College, it felt as if I had joined a new family because the alumni there, the teachers, the staff, even random people that would come around and assist us, it is crazy how much love we're shown, how much assistance we're given, how much we're guided, and how much we are pulled up when we are doing wrong. So I think that was another big part of why I'm here today.
You feel like you're going to be school now that it's over?
Definitely, I've been contemplating that for a while since I graduated. So, but then Miss Ellen has been so much. Oh,
Mm-hmm. And now that you finished PIV, are you thinking to get to a degree or going to university?
I haven't put my finger on a specific degree as yet, but I will ensure to continue this streak and do my best to achieve something in tertiary education. However, I won't be doing that for the next year as I tend to take a short break just to position myself and to put my applications out there so I can get focused.
But like immediately now, what are you going to do?
I tried to keep it on the wraps, but the Honorable Minister of Education, Mr. College, did announce on her social media platforms that I will be teaching for the year. Though nothing is confirmed as yet, I do intend to take my services back to Queen's College to teach for the year.
Oh, to teach is like specific class or?
I have nothing confirmed as yet, but whatever they ask me to teach, I will be able to accept and do my best in it.
They will ask you what do you want to teach?
Well, I am very passionate about teaching chemistry and maths. They have been my favorite subjects from about fourth form. So I would love to get back into those areas specifically.
And what do you like about chemistry and math?
I
I mean, a lot of people would say, "Oh my God, those are challenging subjects."
I think I do like the fact that they're challenging, but as well, chemistry has shown me a lot of things. I feel like chemistry is a key thing to our world right now. And one of my favorite mathematics teachers, Mr. Mahadio, he showed us, especially at the kid level, that mathematics is as simple as can be. And it is something that can show us so many things in the world. And I've been like completely infatuated with mathematics, so I would like to share my love for it with everyone in school who at least listen to me.
So, what are your thoughts on English?
What's the next? Oh, I love English just as well, but I don't think you're able to teach that if I was supposed to English is an amazing subject as well. I feel like even though there are a lot of good scores about science versus humanities or maths versus English, whether it's about difficulty or capability of people. I do believe that at the end of the day, every field that anyone is entering into, whether it's through career or further education, it's completely beneficial. And even though we don't have the person, I think once we all meet each other in these different fields, and it's only true having people in these fields that we are able to go on to even further research and other discourses about these different things that we're looking into. So I don't have like a love for multiple different things, but currently chemistry and matter is fun.
Wow, okay. That's not good. And why does your appearance so moment then?
Oh, my mom is a singer and songwriter with Dr. Guyana, and my father is an economist.
Alright. And a lot of people or a lot of kids, people generally have they can't balance social life and school life. How do you?
Uh, Balance is a tricky word, but at the end of the day, it wasn't just those that are going on. And oftentimes, I can find myself too caught up in one aspect, whether that be social or through the clubs I was going to, so enjoy the different volunteering aspects. But whether it only came to making sure that I was on track, I had several teachers who were around me reminding me that I needed to be focused. I had several friends who kept me up to be from the different things that were going on. And through that, I was able to keep up balance. So balance again is something that we should have tried to achieve, but like many others, we shouldn't try to do it alone because community is something that's very important to our survival as a society and as individuals. And that's the only reason that I was able to be wanting to get this.
And what extracurricular activities did you do?
I did the free project in storage, those being debate and the Mason Beer Club. Those are great clubs I'm very proud of, but also in the afternoons I would take part in a few sports, including basketball, cricket, and football. So it'd be with friends that are like, whatever was on the field on the course and doing stuff.
Have you ever considered being MC proud?
I have.
Are you happy?
I would debate that that would fun, but it's something that I wanted to do. I'm not sure how we'll have the opportunity in the future, but it was something, it will be something looking forward to at some point.
Alright guys, I know you guys are enjoying the discussion right now, but we need to take another break again for the Guyanese proverb, and we'll be right back.
Rain fall, but dirty tough. This proverb conveys the idea that challenges may come, but one must remain resilient and strong.
Alright, welcome back. I hope you learned something new for today. And let's get back to our discussion with Arthur. Alright, Arthur. So can you tell us where you grew up, the village you grew up in?
I grew up in a little terrain on the western of Denver. I don't currently live there anymore, but I have fond memories of Fulton. Yeah.
Tell us some of your memories.
So Fulton was when you can speak to anyone who lives on either the west coast or the west bank or even east bank, Essequibo, they will say Port Ryan is the second city of the west side because there's so many things that are going on in Port Ryan. There were a lot of very good opportunities. One of the best memories I can recall is being forced by my neighbors to go on that field at West Ham to school and learning to play football. I was very young at the time, and they were very adamant about me learning to head the ball at that point in time. As painful as it was, the reciprocation of their compliments at being able to partake in this event was something that continued to push me to try. And I'm very glad to have learned from all of them back there. Yeah, it was a very good time.
What were some of the challenges being Port Ryan?
Some of the challenges I recall to I think
More good memories.
more good memories.
So why did you guys say?
It was just about planning. It wasn't as an we needed to use the villages with it, but it was just I think it was just the timing.
All right. And obviously, your journey is successful with some challenges in academic. So tell us about that. What were some of the challenges you faced during your academic journey?
Well, I think one challenge was not only me, but a majority of the people who not only went to Queen's College, but any school at any part in the world that was COVID-19, because I got only started second form when it hit. We were stuck inside until everyone came back in to school in the second term of fourth form, which was very difficult transition. A lot of teachers warned this about the possibility of falling back because of us not being able to experience third form in school in real life and not being able to interact with people as we went into that training. That was one of the major challenges we went through. Also went through other challenges when it came to not only being able to have the prices to be able to complete my I requirements and SPA requirements, but also being able to stay healthy enough because as much as people may not realize that taking on these number of subjects can be very, very taxing. And we don't even realize it as we continue to push ourselves past certain limits. So as anyone who would want to get to this point and say you have these aspirations of moving into these times or you continue to achieve your excellence, I would advise you to make sure you keep tabs on your health, keep tabs on yourself, and ensure that you are staying healthy. Ensure you have a regimen and diet, you taking your pills and your vitamins to ensure that you're staying healthy because it's so easy for us as human beings, even though we want to push ourselves to our limits, it's easy for us to fall behind and not even realize.
And so you're so lucky to have your parents with you during those times and even now throughout your academic journey. Did you have to balance school life and any responsibilities per se working? Did you have to work on your own?
Well, luckily my mom has been able to take care of me since I'm very grateful for her, so I didn't have to worry about certain struggles such as like
And would you say that your family and friends play a major role in you making this?
yes, definitely. They second major role in this financial of course. And they have been consistent. I don't I've seen it so far, the consistency has been a big part of what I've been called for, but this consistency is not possible without their consistency in my life as well.
Mm-hmm. All right. And reflecting back on your journey, topping from grade six, since like okay again, what advice would you give to the students out there preparing probably for grade six, CSEC, K, what advice would you give to them?
Okay. Firstly, I would like to warn everyone that
Oh, the bad news for us, warn everyone.
so warn everyone that this journey is not something that's simply easy, achievable by wanting it. You can't simply say you want it and you will have it. It's something that you have to put yourself into. It's something you have to immerse yourself in. And it's something you have to dedicate yourself to if you want to achieve your goals. Further, I would like to advise everyone to keep their minds control in the sense of you are the controller of what thoughts you have. A lot of people may come to you and say that certain things are difficult, and you shouldn't do this because everyone feels this subject, or you shouldn't do this because no one can achieve, or nothing good could come of this village. But I want you to say, no matter what anyone says to you, you are the person who controls what thoughts enter your mind and what thoughts stay in your mind. Please do not allow anyone to discourage you from being able to achieve your dreams. Nonetheless, when you have your dreams, you have to work for it. Discipline, and as you mentioned, consistency is a big part of everything that is marketable. Is seen here, everything I've achieved at this point. So I would just advise everyone to remain disciplined, find your regimen, find your schedule, find what works for you, because not what works for everyone else will work for you. And look for advice. You don't have to depend on yourself. You have so many people that you can fall back on. Your teachers are here to support you. Your family is here because they want what's best for you. And your friends are going to do what they want for you because they're going to brag about it when you get your results as well. So at the end of the day, fall back on your community because it's not something that you have to achieve on your own. And even when you do achieve it, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be your achievement alone because it's everyone's achievement when one person gets success. That's
All right, and for the parents listening, what advice would you give them in supporting their children's academic dreams?
I can't tell a parent how to be a parent, but one thing that my mom has always done for me is support me blindly. A lot of things I've brought to her. You can ask her now, there are a lot of things that I'm doing right now that she has no idea what I'm doing. She gets done for you sometimes, but she supports me no matter what, nonetheless. And she continues to say, no matter what I put my foot into, she's going to be by my side and she's going to be behind me, pushing me and ensuring that I get to the point that I want to get to. So parents, if you can, not blindly, not simply saying no matter what they're doing, but please give your support to your children because without your support, we're nothing. We need you.
And that has brought us to the end of the discussion today with Arthur. But it's not the end of our episode, not yet. We're gonna be right back after the song of the day. And that has brought us to the end of today's episode. I hope you enjoyed that discussion. My name is Adana Dorrick, the host of Good Morning Guyana, and
My name is Arthur Roberts, and I've been your guest.
don't forget to join us for another exciting episode of the Good Morning Guyana show. Bye.
Welcome to Good Morning Guyana. From the latest in news and current affairs to inspiring stories from our communities. Expect engaging discussions on trending topics, exciting interviews with local celebrities, delicious recipes from our kitchens, and much, much more. So let's come together to celebrate all that makes our nation so special. Every morning is an opportunity to shine bright. Good morning, Guyana.